Okay, here we go. No formula for love. Now, I started working on this little booklet. This was for me. This program that I am working on, that I believe that God put placed in my heart. I want to say it's since about 2003 to between 2003 2005. I've always been searching and wanting to be better, and like all over the place. So what I learned to do was to start journaling. I'm a very transparent person, so I noticed that when I share with others what I'm going through, they seem to get blessed, and then I seem to get blessed where I heal. It wasn't easy. I went through a lot where I mean, you go through a lot of different stages. So let me just tell you about my No Formula for Love. So what in this program I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you my story. This story is not to diminish anyone, to make anyone look bad. It's not to be the victim. It took me years of not being the victim, and I'm grateful today that I no longer have a victim mentality. It creeps up every once in a while, but with awareness, I can put it back in check real quick. I know now, since I'm going to start sharing these things with you, it's going to creep up even more. I remember praying and asking for the devil not to attack me. That's like asking for the devil to attack you, you know. But I'm going to tell you like all the things that I do, like my little routines, my prayer, meditation. Gratitude is the biggest thing for me. Once I am grateful, you know, anything bad could happen. Bad things happen to people all the time. And my reason for doing this is because I've struggled in silence for so long that I realized that I don't have to. There's a lot of people that are willing to listen, but I think this way will be an easier way for me to get out what I need to say, share with you. Hopefully it can bless you and you can move forward. I'll show you the steps in my journey. It all started with studying my soul. I'm also working on a workbook on love. So now, one thing I'm going to say, I don't know if I have my quote for love here, but my main focus here is to love unconditionally. I don't know if you ever heard of agape love. That's a love that without limits. I have a lot of teachers that I'm going to share with you throughout this program. First and foremost, I know and I believe. I don't know what you call him, but I call him my God. Some people call him higher power. Some people call him the universe. Some people call him Allah. Some people call him whatever you call him. It's your personal relationship. I've been to support groups and meetings and all sorts of different channels where people actually grew their spirituality by borrowing a higher power, a God, from someone else until they believe that they had their own. So I will say I focus on empowering thoughts of love, peace, joy, acceptance, surrender, and willingness. I used to convince myself that my formula won't work or can't help others, but I made a conscious decision to believe it will. My mind is mine to control. Without God, I'm nothing. With God, everything is possible. When I am weak, He is strong. I've changed my energy to love and trust others more with discernment. I no longer blame others. I accept responsibility and start to be more aware. Happy thoughts create molecules. I refuse to be lonely and frustrated. I have begun to discover that no situation that is hopeless, and if it's possible to find contentment and more happiness in any crisis. As I work this formula, it has helped me to find solutions that lead to serenity. Much of it depends on my own attitude as I place my problems in its true perspective. You'll never graduate. Never graduate. So this is from now until. You'll see as we go along why. So my mission here is to strive for better. I want to be able to inspire others affected by the effects of addiction, alcoholism, codependency, just life stresses of all. This program is not for you if you're perfect. If you're perfect, you don't need this, and you wouldn't be listening to me. This is probably going to be the longest video. I hope the longest video that I make, because I want to do little excerpts. I want to come with little quotes, expound on my quote, share what I have to say, and then move forward. My vision is to carry this message of love, hope, strength, and dignity to the world for those who feel hopeless or just ready to transform by making positive changes. All right, so I'm going to be an instrument of love as possible. So no, you see, I'm going to use love as, like, love to me is God. So I'm going to use love in almost everything I discuss. There's always something to learn. Freedom comes from when I began to become an instrument of love. I focus highly on not being offended. That's going to be another one. Not getting resentful or suffering from pain. I am not the victim. There's this quote that I heard Dr. Wayne Dyer say that I try to say when I start feeling down. And it goes, you who seek God, apart. The thing that you seek, thou art. If you want to seek the beloved's face, polish the mirror, gaze into that space. And that comes from like Rumi 81, I believe. Now, I have books, I have things that I've heard, I have quotes from family members, cousins, relatives, all sorts of everything. So this is going to be long. Not today. I mean, not after today, but everything. We're going to come with a quote for today, and then we're going to move forward. And I look forward to getting all your feedback and everything that you have to say. But it's about time. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. Some of you know, but I'm not going to tell you how old I am. But I have been holding on to this for too long, and I'm going to start doing what I need to do. I think that's all I have for now. My greatest teachers, and I may have to change this, but first and foremost, God, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Oprah, Iyanla Van Zandt, Don Miguel Ruiz, Rumi, Lisa Nichols, Tony Robbins, Lewis Howes, my siblings. I have about, I'm going to tell you 10, but it's probably more than that. My mother, my father, my stepmom, my husband, my children, my aunts, my cousins, my in-laws, my family that I created. I have a godfather, I have a godmother, I have god sisters, god cousins, god uncles, god aunts. I mean, it goes on. And these are all the people that have taught me. So I'll tell you who I am. My name is Solange, first and foremost. My program is NoFormula4Love. I am strong because I know my weakness. I am beautiful because I am aware of my flaws. I am fearless because I'm done being afraid of what comes next. I am wise because I am learning from my mistakes. I am loved because I have felt love. I can laugh because I have known sadness. I am me. Everything that comes my way, I'm grateful for, the good and the bad. Hear me now, the good and the bad. I am becoming an instrument of love. That's all I have for now. Thank you for listening. We will be talking again. Have a wonderful day. night, evening, whatever. I have so much to share. Good night.